Okay, so that was one type of fiber which we obtain from animal. Okay, so was what? Silk. Now we are moving on to the second type of fiber which we are getting from animal is what? Wool. Wool. From where do we get wool? Yes, from sheeps. Yes, from sheeps. So from the skin of the sheeps we get wool. So now let us learn about wool. Okay, so see this, how sheeps are being from the with the help of special clippers, the with the help of the special clippers, see, you can see in the hands of that man, you can see one special type of clipper is there which is used for shearing we can say. Then what this this, see, we can see this is what? Wool. Okay, it is so soft and fluffy, right? Okay, so now let us learn about wool. Wool is obtained from the fleece of the sheep. Not sorry for that, not skin. It is fleece. Like what we can say, that hairy part, that is what the fleece of the sheep. Okay, the outer part, in simple terms we can say the outer covering of sheep, that is what? Fleece. Okay, not the skin, not the hair, it is what? The fleece of the sheep. And other animals such as goats, yak, rabbits and camels. So these fleece are what? These fleece is being removed from the body of the sheep with the help of special clippers in the process called shearing. Okay, so I have shown you how that man was shearing it. Okay, how that man was collecting the wool from the fleece. So fleece first, what we collect that outer covering, that fluffy part from the animals, okay, from the sheep. Then what happens? Then that fleece is being processed, okay, is being processed, and then then we produce what? Yarn, that ball of threads. This you can see in this. First this fleece was there. From this fluffy part of the animal we then make yarns. Okay, yarns. Then these yarns are knitted to make garments such as sweater. You can see in this sweater, wool is what? Fluffy and traps air among its fibers. So what happens? It is what? Fluffy and traps air among its fiber. Since air is poor conductor of heat, wool retains heat. So air is what? Poor conductor of heat. Okay, wool retains heat. So this this sweaters, why we wear sweaters in winter? Yes, for feeling warm. Yes, for feeling the warmness. So what happens? This fibers, the air get traps in among that fibers, among the fibers of the sweater. Okay, then what happens? Wool retains heat, hence woolen garments keep us warm in winter. Wool is also used to make carpets. Australia is leading producer of wool in the world. So which country is the leading producer? Yes, Australia is the leading producer of wool in the world. Okay, so you have learned how from the fleece of the animal we are making sweaters, right? So in this way, the natural fibers, we obtain natural fibers, and the fibers are being processed, and then the fabrics are being made. Okay, so now let us learn. See, you can see first, let us just have a look on this, how pretty it looks and how useful they are. for protecting us in winter, right? So see, these woolen clothes, woolen sweaters, which we knit with the help of what? Wool, which we get from where? From fleece of sheep, means from animals. Yes, so that's why we are calling it as the fibers coming from what? Animals are also called as what? Natural fibers. Why? Because we are getting it naturally. Yes. Now let us move on to synthetic fiber. So as I have told you before only, synthetic means what? Synthetic means artificial, man-made. Two terms we can use for the synthetic. Okay, so now let us learn about some artificial fibers. See, some artificial fibers are what? Rayon, polyester, nylon, acrylic. So these are some artificial fibers. See, so in 1990s, people began making fibers from chemical substance in factories. These fibers are called, so humans are making some fibers in a factory with the help of what? Chemicals. So that's why they are calling it as artificial or synthetic fibers, that we are not getting from any kind of plant or any kind of animal. We are not producing we are not yielding, or we are not getting it from any kind of natural resource. Humans are making it in factories using chemical substance. That's why they are called as synthetic or artificial fibers. So examples are nylon, rayon, polyester and acrylic are synthetic fibers. Okay, the artificial fibers such as nylon and polyester are made up of chemicals obtained from petroleum. So these artificial fibers such as what? Nylon, polyester, made up of chemicals obtained from petroleum. Okay, so from where? With the help of what? Petroleum. Now they are making some fibers called as what? Nylon, polyester. So how they make? The chemical is passed through a spinneret, a device containing fine holes. So this is what? Spinneret we can say is a device which contains fine holes. From this a chemical is passed. Okay, then long threads emerge from the spinnerets, which is allowed to cool, and then several threads are twisted to make the yarns. The yarn is then woven to prepare synthetic fibers. So some of the advantages, let us see the advantages of synthetic fibers over natural fibers. Okay, so first advantage is what? They are most durable and pick up different dyes easily. So these synthetic fibers are most durable, means it is long lasting. Okay, and it pick up the dyes, as now we all want different colors of cloths. Okay, so for coloring the clothes, dyes are being used. So these dyes get the synthetic fibers. If we use synthetic fibers, so that fibers pick up the dye easily and it gets mixed very well. Okay, so they are more durable and pick up different dyes easily than the natural fibers. Natural fibers are less durable compared to synthetic, and picking up of dyes is also less as compared to synthetic fibers. They are more elastic, that is, they stretch readily. They do not wrinkle easily and are stain resistant. Okay, they do not wrinkle. They do not absorb water and thus dry quickly. So these fibers, as you can see, some of the advantages. Okay, now let us see some of the disadvantages of synthetic fibers over natural fibers. So first disadvantage is what? These fibers melt easily. Okay, the second disadvantage is what? These fibers are not skin friendly and not recommended for long duration wear. So as natural fibers which we get, as it is being made from the natural resource, okay, from the natural, like from plant, the fibers which we use, and from the animals, the fibers which we use are are very skin friendly and we can wear for a long time. But these synthetic fibers are not skin friendly, and we cannot use it for a long duration. Okay, and they are also what? They are non biodegradable. So that is the most worst disadvantage we can say, because if it is non biodegradable means it creates a lots of pollution. It cannot get decomposed. Okay, so these fibers are non biodegradable, it cannot get decomposed, so it will create pollution which will indirectly harm ourselves, harm humans only. Okay, so these are certain disadvantages of synthetic fibers over natural fibers. So now there is one brain teaser for you all, a small question for you all. Synthetic fabrics are unsuitable for use during hot and humid weather. Why? Okay, so now you have to search it, why these synthetic fibers are unsuitable for use. These artificial fibers are not recommended to be used in summer, we can say, during hot and humid weather. So just a small brain teaser for you all. So okay, so you can do a little research on this and find out why this is so. Okay, so with this we complete our chapter. I hope you all have understood the chapter very well. Okay, so thank you.